Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I forgot to do an intro, so we're just going to jump right into it. I'm starting off by setting my lid with a loose translucent powder, and just keep in mind that all the products will be listed down below. And I'm using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette for this eye look, and I'm starting off with Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange in the crease as my transition shade. And I'm really working this in by using small circular motions and windshield wiper motions to really get a blown out look here. And I'm just building up the color here, so I keep going back and forth into the palette and placing a little bit more color into the crease. And I'm really focusing on blending here because we don't want any harsh lines in this look. Next, I'm going in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Milk. And the reason why I'm placing this all over the lid is because we're going in with a bright color for the lid. And when you put down a white base, it really makes colors pop. So that's why we are placing the white color all over the lid. And I'm placing it all the way up towards the crease, but not putting it in the crease. Then I'm going in with Love Letter. And I am putting this all over the lid, and as you can tell, I love this color. It is so pigmented, and it just looks so, so beautiful. And it's probably my favorite color out of the whole entire palette. And I'm just blending this all over the lid. I'm picking up more product as I go, and I am using a flat shader brush. And again, I will have all the products listed down below so you know what brushes I'm using. And I'm placing this up towards the crease, and again, packing more and more color on to get as much color payoff as possible. Next, I'm going in with a small crease brush, and I am blending that Love Letter color out. And I'm trying to be very careful because I don't want to drag it up too far into the crease because I still want that transition color to show through. So I am keeping my brush pointed towards the crease, so pointed downwards, so that I limit the amount of color that I drag up into the crease. So again, we're just blending it out pretty much. Then I'm picking up more of that Love Letter color on that same crease brush, and I am putting that directly into the crease, but I'm keeping it very low so that it transitions from the orange color and down to a soft pink color and down to that really bright purple color that we have on the lid. So it looks like a gradient. So I really want to focus on the blending in this tutorial. I really wanted to show real time of how much I'm actually blending because the more you blend, the more of a gradient effect that you're going to get, and the more blown out and smoky it's going to look, and that's what we're going for today. Okay, and then we're going back into that Love Letter color and back to that flat shader brush, and we are packing the color back onto the lid because after you blend and blend and blend and blend, you kind of lose the color a little bit on the lid. So I'm just packing a little bit more color so that we have that same amount of color payoff that we had before we started blending. Then I'm going into that same blending brush that we used before, and I am blending again. How many times can I say blending? Again, it's all about the blending, girls. Blend, blend, blend until your hand falls off. Then I'm taking a clean blending brush and I am just blending out the edges and doing a little happy dance because I was happy with the way it came out. And then we're moving back to the face and we're finishing up the face look. I am going into my Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Palette in the color medium, and I'm using that blush shade. It's a nice peachy orange color, and I'm using this to cancel out my dark circles. Then I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the color medium, and I'm highlighting all the areas that I usually do, so underneath my eyes, my forehead, the very tip of my nose, my chin, and I'm blending that out with a beauty blender. I think I put a little bit too much on because I had a hard time blending this out, and usually I don't have a hard time blending this concealer out, but today I had a little bit of a hard time, and I think it's because I used a little bit too much concealer. With this stuff, you don't really need that much. And then I am using my Fiona Stiles loose setting powder and setting everywhere where I put concealer. So that would be, again, underneath my eyes, my forehead, my nose, chin, and around my nose as well. And that is to prevent any kind of creasing. Then I'm using one of my favorite bronzers to contour, and that is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I believe I have mine in the color medium deep. I am not sure because the sticker has rubbed off the back of my packaging, so I have no clue, but I believe it's medium deep. And I am just putting this in the hollows of my cheeks and then also my temples, and I'm just really warming up the face and again, just trying to contour it out and make the face seem a little bit slimmer. Try to cut off a few lbs, you know what I mean? Then I'm going in with another one of my favorite products, and that's from Milani, and it's their powder blush in Romantic Rose. And I'm using this on a Morphe E4 brush, and then putting this on the apples of my cheeks and blending it back. Then I'm going in with my Rimmel Scandal Eyes liner in the color Nude and putting this in the waterline to open up the eyes. Then I'm going back into my palette and using the same colors that we used on the lid, and I'm using Burnt Orange and Raw Sienna as that first color as the transition shade. I struggle with that word, transition shade. I can't say it. And then I'm going in with Love Letter, and I am smoking this out very close to that lash line. Then I'm using Vermeer as the inner corner highlight. Then using my Tarte Tarteist mascara and coating my lashes before I put on some lashes.
Hi, Poopy. Hey, Poopy. It's not for Poopy.
Then I'm using my favorite lashes at the moment by Ardell, and they are the Double Ups in the style 205, and placing those on the lid.
I forgot my highlight. How can I forget my highlight? What the heck? What the freaking heck, Todd?
And then using my Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powder in the color Crown of my Canopy. And I'm putting this at the tops of my cheekbones to really give myself a nice glow, because you can't forget that highlight. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.